Fault finding. Get yourself a decent set of testers. These Screwfix's own brand, what, 10 quid. It is, which tells me we've got heat going up away from the boiler there as well, which shouldn't be. So a lot. Morning guys, how are we? Hope well. So it's Monday morning. It is, I don't know what date it's Monday the 15th of May. It's 7:45. I'm just wrapped up my first job now. I've got a busy one today. I'm on my own George at college. Harry's out jobbing, doing bits that he does. We've had a kid coming as well for a job interview, which is looking positive, so all is well. So I've got 3 jobs on first this morning. I've got a boiler breakdown, which is, if I look at my system, only hot water when central heating's on. So I don't know what boiler it is, but I'll have a look at that. And then I've got intermittent hot water on another job, and then I've got another job where the heat comes from the hot water, which I know it's going to be the diverter valve, well, diverter the 3 port. So we'll head in here, show you what we do. So as you can see, the van's starting to take shape. We've got the old oil bag now, which has got the Vito bag, the new Velocity soldering bag, installation bag, that's from electrical bag, maintenance bag, servicing bag. Charges are on point today, but yeah, that first job, I've just been knocked on the door for the customer. It's 10 to 8 now. I've been asked to get there between I've got to get the car in, man. Yeah, a bit of an odd one. We've been asked to come between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. It's 10 to 8 now, well 5 minutes to 8, and clients come to the door, which is understandable, and said it's a bit too early for him. So I've said, well look, he said, can you come back in half an hour now? I've said I can't really, I'll have to ring Dale, let him know, because obviously what that'll do there in tandem, if I'm hanging around for half hour, it's going to put me back for the rest of the day. So I've spoke to Dale now, we'll diarise it that it'll be last job of the day now, or if not, I might get him to push it back till tomorrow. It is one of them, these things happen, like I say, on the job. So I'll complete that ticket now, and then head to my next one, which is Low Street, Ferriby. Again, intermittent hot water. I know we've put a flow turbine on this, so we'll head up there and get this sorted out. So what we've got, RD Logic. I think it's had a turbine in. You can see there, it's flashing. I think that's flashing now, what's the word? Has it? So I think that diverter is a bit suspicious, I'll be honest with you. I will wait for you. Not getting the best hot water out the shower. That's solid red when I'm on that. Solid red. So it's flashing when the shower's running, which is telling me, it's picking signal, but it's coming to hot water here, but that now is red hot. I'm sure I'll put a turbine on this, I'll have to check on the job ticket, but I think the issue with this one is diverters, but I've shut the flow off on the boiler. It's flying on the heating system, so I've shut that off now, forcing it just around backside, literally. So we've got hot water, but not the best. Logic Plus Combi 30 there, so GC I think's there. So this one, like I say, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. Yeah, I know how to do it. Watch. A thermal imaging camera out, it makes sense because I can prove to the client that it is leaking. Creeping down, so again, being organised is the key. It's creeping down the floor, going straight on the heat system. So obviously when my boiler's going to maximum rate to try and push it down the plate heat exchanger, there's either partial blockage in the plate or diverter valve's fault as well. So on these type of things, what I'm going to tend to do here is replace diverter and new clean the plate. So you can see now 30 degrees 28 isn't that hot. That's all I've got, hot water. What I'm going to do is, if you look right below the boiler, so there is my flow to the radiators, which tells me we've got heat going up away from the boiler there as well, which shouldn't be. So a lot of latent heat's getting pushed away from the diverter. If I aim that onto there, I've got 47, 48, 50 degrees on my flow. So definitely we're going to need to do, like I say, new diverter on this and clean the plate heat exchanger out. Again, bits like that just use make your job easy. Diagnosis, I'd say, like you get testing, you get some. Right, so I'm just back at this job that I couldn't get in earlier. I'm way ahead of schedule. Up to now, fingers crossed. Just had to pop to a block sink as an emergency as well, which it is done. So just been to this one, diagnose it. So the problem is I've had someone out before, a friend who's a plumber, and what he's done is locked both two ports is on this plan. They've locked both two ports in manually open. So when they're under heating, they're getting hot water. What I've found is I've done my electronical checks now. I've got signal going down. Van's a right mess, man. I've got a signal going down my brown for it, so I'm going to see if we've got. There we go. So I'm going to replace the two port head only. That's all that needs doing. Again, when I'm doing these, I don't like to break into the. Alright. I don't like to break into the wiring centre, because it ends up just being more of a nightmare. It gives you more aggro. So click in one of them. So I've got my 2-port, I've got my Regan 5-way plug. I'm going to get these boshed in now. Check the system for the controls, make sure it's all working and good. Quick update on the van. Did this on the weekend, need to paint it black. Couldn't think somewhere to put my hoovers, but I wanted them out the way. Like I say, this stuff ain't going to be all here. I just need to get this all put where it needs to be. But yeah, Milwaukee, if you want to sponsor us, give us a shout out. So there is my Fendino Arctical. Check the heating valve, that's okay. Definitely my hot water valve, like I say, I've got no, it's not signalling back. So always keep fan stock. What I'm going to do, the body doesn't need changing, because you can see the body on that one there is all good. Looks fairly new to me. I'll whip this head off, it's a 22, same like flight, whip the head off and get the head changed. So I've got that wired up now. Again, instead of going into wiring centres up there, which aren't the best wires come out and stuff, get yourself one of these Regan 5-way pin plugs. They're absolutely mint, like I say. I've still got to tuck them wires into there, put the little cover plates on with the screws. But should be able to now. That clock will just dodge it, holding it. So what should happen now? See what's moving over? Click. If I turn hot water off, so it's gone saggy now. I think the micro switch is just literally down there, I don't know if you can see it. And that's that done. So I'll test the hot water for a bit now to make sure everything's working. Obviously jobs like this, electrical testing is your main priority. Now I know them wires are live, but I'm confident I've worked. I know what's going on with them. Fault finding, get yourself a decent set of testers. These Screwfix his own brand, what, 10 quid. Honestly, yeah, I do like the Flukes, but I think the way we're pricing for the amount of times I use it, it's auto ranging. Ohms does everything on their boilers, but again for testing, just 240. These systems you can't go wrong. It's a 240 switching system, so obviously got power to everything. Turn the stat out, the clock on. The clock will say hot water needs to come on. It depending on the stat. If the stat's got power, then the stat will send power down to the brown cable. The brown cable then will move the actuator across, which then will enable the micro switch to send power back down my orange. That sends signal back to the boiler to fire. So I'll stay with this for a little bit now, get it all put back inside it, and then hopefully we're out for your jobs are good done. I've got to get my thermal imaging camera out for this, so you can see I've got my heat coming into there. That's my heat up main from the pump there. Got nothing going down my heating circuit there, so I open it manually now. Shutting and closing, doing what it should be doing. So happy with the heating valve, and same with the hot water as well. So these cases put back together and tighten them screws up. woman. Let me be a woman. That's atrocious, but look, is what it is. Nobody screws on that as well, and that is not the best. But again, them wires, you can't go wrong. Just literally put them together like that, and get a screw from the van and screw that up as well. So what I always like to do as well, skills right on a dodge angle there. Like I say, what I've done here is give the system a quick once over. The heating's definitely not coming on now, and the hot water sorted. Just a simple little job. So just a minor micro switch in there wasn't making contact. Hence why I was having to have the heating on to bring it back on, like I say. So now that is all sorted, hot water's heating up. Another thing we check as well is the cylinder stat. I don't know if that'll turn out to be fair though. No, it's not hot enough yet, but I believe that's set at 60 degrees. Not the best thermal insulated job this, I'll be honest here, but does the job. Look at that beast of a lead lock fitting there as well. Let's get a screw for that. And then here, we're out of here, pressure in that. Sounds a bit dull. We'll push for a service on this one. I think maybe look at the boiler, giving it a good service, give one, so just to make sure that it's all done what it should be. Like I said, things that it couldn't be picked up on the service, but it's drawn. So I'm going to get my little service maintenance, my little maintenance bag, pack back up now, and then back to the office. I've got one more job to do after this, another boiler, heat system breakdown, and then to a site to get the bathroom done. Right, so next one for me is 3 pot. So when I turn my hot water on, the heating's coming on as well, so I need to find out what's going on here. Bypass should be going on there. Feels like it's going on the heating slightly. We're still waiting for the boiler to kick in now, getting a bit late in heat there. What's that then? That's red hot. Oh, that's my hot water, just got to imagine, that's fine. See, so need to test this 3 pot. That head feels hot. See what's going on and then assess this one. What I've done is whip the head off. I've freed that pin up, it seems a little bit jammed. I'm heating out if isn't going. Oh no, there we go. It's going on my heating system now, so it tells me. Yeah, so that's telling me that that valve's passing ever so slightly, so I'm going to have to look at a new valve. Definitely that needs a new 3 port. Which thing with this similar to bung system. What I'm doing it today, but it definitely needs a new 3 port because that valve's passing. Blended water, not a lot. Right, so this here is a horse spar. Horses, I'm just repairing a couple of leaks. Replace that pressure gauge there. It works like a swimming pool type of system set. Obviously the filtration there and the horse bar for the horse, like I say. But I've tried to repair a leak on this unit here. I've just put a new pressure gauge on there because that was knackered as well. So I'm going to try to turn it on and see what happens. Right guys, so the horse bar is done and sorted. I can't get it tested yet because I'm just waiting for the on-site equestrian people to come with it turned on so I can test it and stuff like that. What I'm on with now is I've got these 3 valve heads to change, or 2 of them should I say. I don't know which ones are actually changing, I'll be brutally honest with you, but I've got straight like for like swaps in this plant room. So SB actuator. This is actually a one pipe system, this. So what we've got on this setup is we've got two RDLR Maxes, the old style versions, just literally on a normal standard frame going out. Then the flow returns come through here. You can see it's the header. Got fabricated years ago. That was quite an old system, to be fair. They put additional ports on this when the header got made, so we've got a point there and a point there for an additional zone, like I say. And what happens, it just goes through its pump system, actuators, returns go back down there, and it literally goes straight up. We did this job years ago and we converted to Henco, so we did like the white plastic stuff. I'll be honest here, I don't know what's going on like in these sort, and it's years old, 15 years old, if not even more now. But yeah, we ended up doing it to the Henco, like the aluminium coated stuff. So I don't know why. I think it was a thing on the market. I see a lot on Instagram stuff now. A lot of people are starting to choose this PEX, whatever you call it. So it's been in the commercial game for quite a while now. So I'm not a big fan of it, I'll be honest with you. Problem with it is, like say, it's trying to get the fittings and adapt onto the fittings if you can't get hold of them, or you come stuck, you're a bit knackered. But not a bad little job, like I say, just easing the grease and stay, little maintenance jobs and stuff. It's pretty steady, and I can't moan, so I'm just going to crack on, get these 2 valves put in, and then go from there. So open her up. Looks like it's our little key, little stick on there to put it on. I don't think they're hard to put on, to be fair. I'm certain that all you do is literally pull that head off there, like that. Put your teeth in, and then screw it on. See, I don't know what's happened with that one. We'll have to get them put on, and then obviously once we've put these on, the BMS guy who does all the controls and stuff, building management system, whatever software they update and the stuff that do on this, they'll want to look at this, come get it linked into the system, so then they've got remote control on it all, like I say. So again, that is just going to click straight on, get them dropped on. Shouldn't take me too long, to be fair, and there we go. They are easy to fit. I've got that head off now. Just literally need to put, come on, get on. There we are. So that on. Alright, now I should be able to move. Start shifting the roll over. And all you do is get your head and then inside there, that'll screw. So like I say, we've shut down for the summer now, the heating not being used. This needs lagging really as well when I look at it, when I think of it. Like, they never got lagged, the plant room, they've got pipes, that stuff on. But the amount of heat they'll be losing through this is ridiculous. Yeah, not advised it gets lagged as well. So they're losing a lot of heat without the thermal oil for us, so it's maybe something we could look at doing. But again, like I said, this one, valve heads on are done. The old heads I've just left disconnected on the floor down there, and done what we need to do with that. Yeah, and it's just down to the electricians now to come get them connected back in on the 12 volt, 24 volt circuits. So then we'll test them. Once we get them set back up on the BMS system, I can come when they get set up with it, then make sure my thermal imaging camera, make sure that it is running through as it should be, open and closing everything else, because they're all ready to go now. We just don't want to be making sure the thing is. I've spoken to the on-site electrician, and we're back here next week to get these commissioned up. Sick of snatching that, just snatching on that.
Well, I know that. Right, off or on?
Off, I've got it. Quite smooth that. So a minute. and that's why, because you see inside that valve there, it is totally kaput.